The drinks are cold. The food is fresh.
This is a prime strip loin.
And the service is top-notch at new restaurants that have popped up in downtown Tulsa's Brady district.
There's a lot of sayings about the restaurant business. I think my favorite is if you want to make a small fortune in the restaurant business, you start with a large fortune.
Chef Justin Thompson is a Tulsa native who went out on a limb to open not one, but 2 restaurants in downtown Tulsa.
And I've never been one to back down from a challenge, so I thought, well, let's just go for it and see what happens.
There wasn't a lot to see or do there during his younger years.
I don't remember ever walking around downtown, especially not at night.
But now, the scene is quite the opposite. Downtown Tulsa is alive again, and during one of the worst recessions we've seen, something was happening that no other city in the country was seeing. Construction. Lots of it, to the tune of $710 million, with 50 new private and public investment projects.
Right across the street from us is the Metro on Brady, and that was built last year or 2 years ago, and they're at 100% capacity, and they're on a 6-month waiting list.
The development boom was highlighted in USA Today.
It's all right here. It's very accessible.
Mayor Dewey Bartlett says a successful city has a successful downtown.
People that want to work in Tulsa now and want to be here, they require, properly so, a nice place to live, someplace close to work, a place where there's a lot of fun, they can go meet people. It's different, and there's a lot of variety. Well, that's downtown Tulsa.
He remembers when the Home Depot and Spaghetti Warehouse once stood alone.
Downtown at night or on the weekends was dead. There's nobody here. The police didn't even have any people patrolling the downtown area then because there's nobody to patrol.
Now, where else can you sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," enjoy a romantic dinner, get a new look, or catch a live show?
Here we built the Performing Arts Center, the BOK Arena, and then that was really the kind of the stake in the ground, the BOK Arena, that really set things off.
As the Tulsa Drillers completed their 3rd season at One Oak Field, the activity surrounding the ballpark keeps climbing. Property values are up 70%.
When you are in a close urban environment, you can walk out your front door and walk to dinner or walk to an art show or go have a drink somewhere, go see a show in the park, go to the Canes. You can hop on the bus and go anywhere without ever having to get in your car.
Tom Wallace owns Wallace Engineering, positioned in the Brady district.
It's hard enough to justify renovating these buildings for most of us in the first place. It costs more to renovate, particularly a historically renovated building, than it does to build a new building from scratch.
But he saw potential in the area and helped design renovations to a building about 120 steps away from his office.
Frankly, the proportions didn't look that good as a one-story building, so I just told him to put a 2nd story on it and we'd figure out what to do with it.
He would soon call that 2nd story home.
So we get to see the fireworks from our balcony and it's just great. This area is one of the safest areas in town. In fact, if you look at police statistics, the downtown interdispersal loop is the safest area in town. There are about 500 crimes committed here per year out of 25,000 in the whole city.
The interdispersal loop, also known as the IDL, is the highway system surrounding downtown Tulsa.
We've seen retail tenants moving from Midtown and South Tulsa to the downtown area, in addition to opening 2nd and 3rd locations.
David Larson of Larson Property Company conducted this study aimed at tracking the growth inside the IDL. He likes to use a hypothetical when describing the magnitude of the growth. He says if you invested in 30 properties inside the IDL and purchased them in the year 2000 for $25 million, and then sold them after 2008, you would have sold them for $42 million. The study landed on the $710 million amount when adding up new investment projects. Of that, 72% are under construction or complete.
I think even over the next 10 years, we'll see continued growth, continued reconstruction, redevelopment of alternative uses to some of our historical properties in the downtown area.
One Place is the new $100 million mixed-use project across from the BOK Center. It has office buildings and a parking garage under construction. $75 million went into improvements to the surrounding highway system. $36 million went into the addition and renovation of the First Presbyterian Church. $30 million went into a conversion of the historic Mayo office building to make way for lofts and offices and retail space.
I think what we'll see is high-end lofts that will be for sale and also for rent, because that typically follows.
The list goes on to include turning Tulsa's old City Hall into the Aloft Hotel, renovating the OSU Medical Center, building the Hardesty Arts Center, and building the 104-room Fairfield Inn and Suites that includes restaurants and retail space.
People are enjoying being downtown more so than they used to be.
KOTV's new television station was built for $11.8 million in the Brady district.
It's going to add about 120 employees in this area that are all going to have to go have a place to eat or a place to live, go have a drink after work. So that's going to add a lot of new life to this area.
Life that was so desperately needed.
At 5 o'clock, 5:30, they rolled up the streets and no one was here. So I'd invite a potential new employee in and show them our office, and they'd like it, and then they'd stay over the weekend and they'd say, "What's the deal with your downtown? There's nothing happening."
Now, there's a lot happening, some of which can't be seen. There's a geothermal energy system under this park, the Guthrie Green. It pumps about 600 tons of energy-efficient heat and air into some nearby buildings. The growth in the Brady district is contributing to jobs as well. Tulsa's up about 12,000 jobs citywide in the past 2 years.
We were down 14, so it's made a total reverse.
Mayor Bartlett wants Tulsa to be a place where families plant strong roots and businesses as well.
The attitude that we portray and we show out of this office and out of our administration is customer care, business friendly, roll out the red carpet, not the red tape. We want you here. Certainly if you're in the energy industry, the aviation, aerospace, software, entrepreneurship, whatever that is, we're here to wave your flag and let them know.
Okay, so we have these 40 people coming in from the Hall Alumni Association.
For this business owner, who's created about 65 new jobs, the support is there.
You do probably 3 or 4 strips here, here, and here.
He says putting a steak restaurant in the Brady district was a no-brainer.
There's so much activity going on, I don't think I want to work anywhere else. And it's been a blast to be a part of it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
There's a vibrant outlook for Tulsa's old oil business district. Downtown Tulsa. New. Electric. Alive. And only one way to go. Up.